fuck no mood, no way. No way, no way, no. I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice apple on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life, I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice apple on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life. Lately I've been grinding, I'm doing too much. Pali me fika, life in me jeepa, I'm in the air too much. I'm buying freedom from my family, don't see them enough. You know I never fumbled the bag, I've been through too much. Kwacha legacy and royalty. Kujulikana toka mtani hadi overseas. Toe to toe, know I'm the greatest, speaking truthfully. Nani komboka, so you never catch me on my knees. And lately I've been praying, and songs I'm singing. Constellations of the stars say I'm the greatest. Taking it higher through the wire, glad we made it. You could be tired, but you never walk alone. Lately I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice apple on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life, I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice apple on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life. Lately I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice apple on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life, I'm so grateful now, life is so amazing. Lately 2 blessings, no nice apple on the daily. I'm floating on a cloud, no complaining and I can't say I'm surprised. I'm having the time of my life.
Jack on the beat. They say on drugs, I say on me. They say it's sad, I say it's funny. You in some crap, don't you dare call me, cause I know that I can get you out this shit. I know it's weird that I'm quite honest, but if I don't, then who's gonna know? When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen and just move out my way. I've got this feeling that someone's on me. I've got this feeling that someone's on me, yeah. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Yeah, 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 someone's on me. Oh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Cause I'm a drug, can you run me? And I'm a drug that I just cannot resist. Someone's on me, ooh, someone's on me. Once you begin, but there's no ending. Oh boy, it's like divine calling. And you don't know if you're up or falling. Light at the end of the tunnel, well, not here. The end is near, I feel it coming. This is between you and I only. When mama said, don't you play with fire, you should listen, it just move out my way. got this feeling it's someone's on me. I've got this feeling it's someone's on me. Someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. Yeah, someone's on me. Ooh, someone's on me, someone's on me. 'Cause I'm a drug, can you rub me? And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me, someone's on me, someone's on me, someone's on me, yeah. And I'm a drug that you just cannot resist. Someone's on me.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Pawa Radio.
Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Marination o'clock. My name is Muthoni, Gitau. You're listening to Power Radio. This is She Talks, and I'm super excited for today's show. Hakuna siku nitaki kuja hapa niwaambie by the way I'm not excited for a show. Hata kama nitakuwa ninafanya this show on my deathbed, I will be excited because it's always exciting whenever we link up, and especially kama ni katikati ya wiki. Siku yenye nitasema, I'm not excited, it will probably be a Monday. It will probably be a Monday. Remember, you can find us on social media at Power Radio. That is PAWA Radio. Tuko kwenye mitandao ya kijamii. Twitter, hata kama mnaita X siku hizi, tuko pale ndani. You can also use the hashtag SheTalks on Power Radio. We are also on Instagram because we care for aesthetics and we always look pretty, okay? And then Facebook to Coco because we still respect our grandmothers. It's Wednesday. You know, today's show is, we are preparing ourselves for the sherehe that is going to be Friday. I know I lied on Monday. When I was saying this, it was true. I was not lying. When I said tutakuwa relaxed for the weekend, I honestly, I was not lying. But now that it's Wednesday and Friday is on the horizon, na jua imetokelezea, I think now Friday, tuko ready. We are ready for Friday. So let's enjoy today in readiness for Friday. You are listening to Bridget Blue on Drug. And just before that, to open the show for us today, we were listening to Time of My Life by Nyashinsky, a.k.a. Kenya Ajui. If you know, you know. Right now, we're about to listen to a song that every single time, nilisema inakujanga na disclaimer. When you listen to that chorus, just make sure you add respectfully, though. Here is Della teaming up with Hat the Band.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Woman, you make me feel like 1,000 shillings. See your coins but naughty. Me, you, minus tie, shut in a coty. Heaven, floating, hoping I may make you feel like a lady. Oh, yeah.
Wanipagawisha
to you for a minute, cause lately I seem not to be okay. Wanifanya na kwa za kishenzi, wanifanya na isini kama nauka na maji vugu vugu. Yani ngumisete nga kwanta ukuta. Hey, kizunguzungu.
It's been a long, long time since I felt this way, and I've been longing and waiting to see your face. Songea karibu niruhusu nikubusu, sauti yako mpenzi nataka kusikia daily.
You light me fire, nikiwa nawe misioni haya. Mambo yote sawa, siwezi kuacha hata na dawa ya muganga. Baby you light me fire, nikiwa nawe misioni haya. Mambo yote sawa, siwezi kuacha hata na dawa ya muganga. Penzi langu tamu kama madafu.
Nipe hilo penzi la ajabu. Usikawie bila sababu.
Songa karibu yangu mami.
Usinipimie. Wewe ni mubaya, ufuta moto kwa karaya. Nitaimba bila haya. Iwe ni pasta mini kuwe ni
Baby you light me fire, nikiwa nawe misioni haya. Mambo yote sawa, siwezi kuacha hata na dawa ya muganga. Penzi langu tamu kama madafu.
Nipe hilo penzi la ajabu. Usikawie bila sababu.
Songa karibu yangu mami.
Usinipimie.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
Adabu, nifunze adabu respectfully though. As like we have to add that kanini. It's like but also it's implied in the song. So that was Adabu by Della with Hat the Band. Let's get into the threads because shenanigans are always shenaniganing and there's nothing we can do about it because as Kenyans we have decided that is our way of living. And so it is what it is. The government has decided that they want to scrap the feeding program that's in schools. It feels like this is a taking government, by the way. Kama hauko umefika penye tuko sisi wote. All they do is take. They just keep taking. So yeah, now they're taking that away. Remember, as recent as 2 months ago? We were discussing how they scraped the Linda Mama thing. So now here we are with the feeding program. So it's like whatever program that was built to help people. The first thing these people are doing is, we don't need that anymore. It's like, see, mimi, like, kwetu kuna pikangwa chakula every day. I have a chef and all the things. And these are people, by the way, who don't even know the price of milk or the price of bread. But they don't see the importance of the school feeding program, and their claim is that it's too expensive. And I'm like, that's why kids go to eat at school. You know, the funniest thing is when this program was introduced, it actually increased the number of students who started showing up to school because some people were going to school just because they know they'll get that one meal. So anyway, if it was not evident by now, this government does not like poor people, 1. 2, they also don't like Kenyans in general, unless you are part of the elite. And by the elite, I mean the political class. So if you're not a 1%er of a 1%er, they don't care about you. The rest of you, mtajipanga. So that's the first thing it's so insane that a bunch of people sat down and they're like, do you know what would be good? It would be so good for us to just stop feeding kids who come to school for that one meal. There's someone who pointed out something that I found very interesting recently. And they said that it was something about education. There's a politician who'd said something in regards to education And someone said they actually like the citizen to be uneducated or illiterate because it's easier to manipulate an illiterate person than it is to manipulate an educated person. So now if the feeding program is getting kids into school, which means we're getting more literate people, if we get rid of the feeding program, we get rid of the number of people who are literate, then that means we have an easier to manipulate citizenry. I'm just saying, I'm just, putting the dots together, putting 2 and 2 together, and that's what it's looking like. So do with that information what you will. Which leads to the second thing that I wanted to talk about, the public participation thing. So on Monday, we touched on this finance bill that has been tabled. And there's the introduction of a vehicle tax, there's the introduction of new taxes on bread. And then the president was like, I have told them to remove the 16% on bread because like he wants to seem like he's doing us a favor. I'm like, you introduced it in the first place. You can't be like, hey, I'm going to introduce a problem and then become the savior by removing the problem. You introduced it. You're not saving us. You're just like saying, oh, let's go back to how things were. But that's not the case because there's a bunch of other things they've introduced. And now they've opened it up to public participation. So make sure you share your thoughts. I know as a nation, tumefika point yenye tunakwanga like, nimechoga, and I get it. I totally understand it. But these people actually depend on that to be able to get away with things. And by these people, I'm talking about politicians. Najua mnapenda kuwaita leaders. Catch me dead. Politicians, okay? They depend on our apathy to be able to get away with things. So as much as you might know that they, like these people literally just came, someone came and said, I was offered some couple of millions to vote for this person. Tell us who offered it to you. Wacha kutuambia I was offered. If you're not going to tell us the full story, shut up. Give us the full story. Ukikuja hapa, because you're trying to seem like, oh, look, I'm better than those people. No. If you are better, you'd actually tell us who offered it to you, because now you see we can open a corruption case against them. Tell us who offered it to you and tell us who else was offered and who actually accepted. Because then if out of 11 people, 7 of you accepted the deal, can we also put an investigation on yours? Like let's just start an investigation and see where these things are going and what we're going to do. So yeah, if you're not going to tell us the full story, GWK, by the way, we don't need to know. Thanks, and thank you very much. Back to the finance bill. How can you participate as a Kenyan? You can send an email with your thoughts, by the way, to cna@parliament.go.ke. That is C for cat. Mimi ni mama wapaka. Cat. N for nuisance. That's what our politicians are. N. And A for enter their office. You have to do this by the 28th. That's next week on Tuesday. 28th. No, the following week on Tuesday. Yeah, by 28th. And if you are curious, there's like details of what the Nini is about. So send a memo saying, these are my thoughts on the thing. I'm not interested. I know we're all saying finance bill, blah, blah, we don't care. You actually go read it and see what the propositions are. And you can indicate and say, yeah, this does not sit right with me. If you have solutions can be scrap it, don't include it, not in, whatever it is. Point is, share your thoughts. We have to be active when it comes to these things. It can't just be like we sit on the sidelines and then mko hapa mnaanza kuuliza activists wanafanya nini? Tumechoka hata sisi, by the way. Tumechoka. We are here tired, just like you. So you also have to do your part. Because if we don't participate, these people will just come and say, we gave them an opportunity and they didn't tell us their thoughts, so we keep it pushing. There's someone who I saw who asked a question which was very important, and they said, last time people said that they weren't interested in the finance bill and they still went ahead with the housing levy, and they still went ahead with just changing the structure of blah, blah, all that stuff. Point is, tulikuja tukapiga kelele Twitter. Okay? We didn't send the emails, we didn't send the memos, we didn't write the letters. We didn't call the MPs to whatever. We actually didn't do the thing. We complained. So let's back up our complaints by actually doing the actual thing where we can show evidence that we participated and they just did not listen. So remember, you can send an email, send your memo to cna@parliament.go.ke, or you can send the physical copy you can go and share the physical copy at the office of the Clerk of the National Assembly. Thank you very much. Sasa wacha tusikize, turudi kwa marination kidogo. Let's listen to Brandy Minor and Okelo Max. Napenda hawa watu, by yeah, Power Cable.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Set the operation nice and fitty. Roll one up, yeah. Things it can get tricky. Napenda kumedi na mziki. Kama ni mapenzi then baby, ulinifanyia nini? Cause I really wanna get time to get know ya. Like any time flies. Ntaku treat like I'm supposed to. If you just let me show ya. Ntakupa rest on my chest and my shoulders. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight there. Loving him since then. I must have on my tele. I think him and I fell in love overnight there. Loving him since then.
Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. Look at the stars, shining so bright to get your attention. But we're so in love, so magical. I'll never love again. Believe it's planning a future now. And when we make love, you taking all the pain away. Otina timranade, universal love me ani chango atonde nate. Pokna yudo machalo kodi ale moni ani bende. Abide Luanda ni Luanda migeno. Okana go pain, okana podi. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. I must have fun my tele. I think she and I fell in love overnight. Wanted her since then. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable. Without you by my side, I swear I'm not able to face this thing called life. I feel I'm not stable. So you are my lifeline, my only power cable. Oh, my amiable.
Was so scared to fall in love again, but your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. Scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. When you're my everything. When you're my everything. When you're my everything. Oh, was so scared to fall in love again, cause your touch is everything. Niseni, siseme, when you're my everything. Ah. Baby, I'm not so bad. Nimeonja kitu leo, nimekuwa nikingoja. I've been waiting for you. When are you coming over? I want to see your face before the night is over. kuja tuwashe kamoja kawaida. I don't talk too much, but I'm drunk and lately you've been on my mind all night. Baby, I can't wait for when I'll make you mine. Chukungoja nimengoja, nataka tuwe pamoja. Na kila kitu nimekuambia, I mean every word I'll say juu nimekunywa bia, and I can hardly see what I'm typing. I might regret this in the morning, but I know and all the things you do. Zile vitu nanifanyiaga, nimechizi baby minifala. Don't write love songs for you, got me head over heels for you. Want you close to me, and I can show you what I mean. Oh, it's been a long time, and this feels right. You're my sunshine. Kawaida, I don't talk too much, but I'm drunk and lately you've been on my mind all night. Baby, I can't wait for when I'll make you mine. Chukungoja nimpengoja, nataka tuwe pamoja. Na kila kitu nimekuambia, I mean every word I'll say juu nimekunywa bia, and I can hardly see what I'm typing. I might regret this in the morning, but I know the things you do. I have had one too many, might regret this in the morning. I have had one too many, so I'ma let my guard down. Yeah, I have had one too many, might regret this in the morning. I have had one too many, so I'ma let my guard down. Na kila kitu nimekuambia, I mean every word I'll say juu nimekunywa bia, and I can hardly see what I'm typing. I might regret this in the morning, but I know and all the things you do. Only thing I'm high on, baby, is you.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Listen, that's what I'm trying to do this weekend. Okay, it's going to start on Friday because nishambia Friday niko sherehe. The only way to not regret a drunk text is to send it to someone you actually like. That way, in the morning, you'll actually not regret it. When you send it to ukikutwa na zinatango sad nigga hours, ukijipata uko kwenye sad nigga hours, alafu ukwe tu like nitatumia na uta regret in the morning. So yeah, that is a trick. A trick you can use is actually send a drunk text to somebody you like. That way you don't regret it in the morning. That was Wamoyo with drunk text. And before that, we were listening to Okello Max and Brandy Minor with Power Cable. Let's look at the papers today because why not? First of all, the Nini I just mentioned earlier, if you are looking to go through the proposed bill, it's in both papers. Okay, I don't know if it's both. It should be in all papers. You can find it on social media. You can find it online. You can also find it in the papers. So if you're not online, unaweza ndo usimame kwa ile kibandaski ya msee mwenye anauzanga gazeti. It's in the Standard. It's also in the Daily Nation. It should be in all papers today. So go check it out and read it so that you know what you're saying no to, and also you see what's been proposed, because we live in a nation where kuna kwanga na ma-side shows nyingi, so that you miss the circus that's actually happening. The thing that's actually going to screw you over is always happening in the background. and then they will do one or two things in the foreground so that you guys get angry, and then you focus on that and you end up missing the big chunk. Right now, I feel the bread, that was very intentional. The bread thing was very, very intentional. It was to shift your focus, because when you're busy, concerned, and fighting the bread, and even the fact that all these people are making comments and they're sharing their opinions, mtu akikwambia ati oh, kama una pesa ya mkate ndo kule ngumu, it's very intentional. There's something they don't want you to pay attention to, so make sure you actually pay attention to all the things. In the Standard today, there's a story about toxic air that keeps Athi River residents on edge. I'm like, hey, kitu ejai solviwa. Athi River, Syokimau, a lot of people who live in that general area, they deal with a lot of issues in terms, like, there's been stories that in the future they'll be dealing with a lot of health issues thanks to, like, there's all those industries there and the way they dump all the toxic whatnots. They're called what? The toxic remnants of the manufacturing biasharas. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you go down that road, somewhere hapo chini, ukifika Syokimau, kuna venye hewa huwa inapinduka, inaanza kunuka some type of way. So there's a story in the Standard, on page 10 in regards to that toxic air in the Athi River area, and they're mentioning the fact that there's like short-term diseases that are coming with that, as well as some long-term issues. So short-term, they're talking about like flu attacks, they're talking about sores, both dry and throat, talking about bronchitis, asthma attacks, sneezing, sore eyes. For long term, they're talking about things like high blood pressure, lung cancer, throat cancer, diabetes. So you can check out that story, because I think it's a very in-depth story, and they are going to continue on the story in tomorrow's paper, trying to understanding who exactly is polluting the air in Athi River. So that's in the Standard. When we cross over to the Nation, there's a story. In the pullouts of the Daily Nation, the DN2. They're talking about parenting, and they're talking about mom guilt and how moms are talking about how they overcome leaving their newborns at home. And I was like, I cannot relate. I will never relate. But when I get a new kitten, maybe. Okay, no, actually, I still won't relate. Because I was like, chakula iko hapo. This ones will show you what happens when I'm not around. And then that's it. But I understand. And also, I think it comes from the point of there's the way that people actually make you feel guilty. You might not be feeling, you know you have to do it because mtoto atakula nini. Najua mtakula vibes and inshallah. It's not diaper. You don't go and just say, hey guys, I'm a new mom. And then you're just given diapers at the supermarket. You actually have to buy these things. So, of course, you already know, like, there's that knowing of this has to happen. But it's the way now people go like, Ati, how old is the baby now? Kai, now kamwacha. You know? So there's, of course, the way people handle that, people around you. And I think that honestly does contribute to the guilt that moms feel. There was a series that was done a couple of years ago that was called Unmothering the Woman. So there was like a lot of, it's a really beautiful series. I know it was done in partnership with the Goethe Institute or something. Go check it out on YouTube. You should find all the episodes out there. And they were talking about like just unmothering women, where, because it's interesting that it's about parenting, but the stories are just about women. Almost all these stories are literally about just women. And I'm like, parenting is a both parents' job. It's not a woman's job. So it's quite interesting that most of the stories revolve around women whenever people are talking about parenting, but that's a story for another day. Today we're just talking about this particular story and the guilt that women feel when they're going to work. So that's in the DN2. The pullouts in the Daily Nation. There's another one that has, no, this one I can talk about. Ninajua. Do not judge me for mourning the death of my cat. Let me tell you, when Clover died, first of all, the most annoying thing was I found out, and I had fundis in the house, so there was some repairs that were being done at my house, and there were fundis. There's fundis would come to assess so that they could give me a quote for something, and then the vet calls me and they tell me, oh, I'm so sorry. At around 5 a.m. this morning, Clover died. Clover was my cat. This was 2021. Hey, let me tell you the heartbreak. I was like, I felt like I was being gutted. And then at the same time, there was this man asking me, ati kitu inafaa kufika wapi? Uko na foot? Tunataka that was the most annoying thing that I experienced. And the moment these people left and I closed the door behind them, I just started crying and it's bad. It's really bad. Like losing a pet, losing they're like your babies, they're your companions. It's very painful. So yeah, what had happened was Clover, there was like an outbreak of cat flu, and then he got cat flu and he fought and actually survived the cat flu thing. But then now, by the time he was coming back home, he had not eaten for like 10 days plus. So he comes back home and he used to know how to sneak into the space that I used to put their food. So the idea was we're going to introduce him to food pole pole. And then, so I gave him kidogo food, and then he was able to get his hands or his paws on more food. And then now he just deteriorated. So we took him back to the vet, and then he didn't even survive 24 hours after that. That's how he passed away. So it's a very painful thing because we live with this. I was gonna call them creatures. Well, that's what they are. We are creatures as well. We live with them. We spend a lot of time with them. We are bonded, and so it's a very painful experience. So someone's talking about how they were being judged for mourning their cat. I'm like, that was almost 3 years ago. I have Clover's photo hanging on my walls till now, and when I talk about my cats, I make sure to mention that he's one of my cats as much as he's not with us. He's gone to be with the cat lord. If there's a cat lord, probably the lord would be a cat if you think about it. So, so that's also in the DN2 pullout. And then there's also the stories about juggling motherhood and staying away from newborns. So that's a continuation of the parenting thing. There's a story here. I never usually, I am biased. Acha tunijiseme mapema before there's like those columns where people write in and ask for advice. So there's one here, and it says she rejects intimacy but flirts with other men. And then, so your girlfriend's behavior with other men is a telltale sign all is not well between the two of you. And then the relationship expert in this case is a pastor. My biases begin at that point, okay? That is the point at which my bias steps in, because personally, as Muthoni, I don't take pastors seriously at all. I don't. And it's also because I know like the advice would come from that like Christian point of view. So, alafu saa zingine mtu anakuambia, I have been with my wife since we were 10 years old. So I'm like, okay. So, yes, in case you're curious to know the telltale signs of things not being okay between you and your girlfriend in terms of the behavior that she portrays in front of other people, you can check out that story as well. I think that's it from today's papers. Everything else is just masaibu ya Wakenya, as usual. Okay. Ruto gets a dose of Uhuru's bitter pill. What is that? That is actually the headline on the Standard. At the height of his second term, a frustrated President Kenyatta publicly complained of how his deputy was forever campaigning and neglecting his DP role. During this year's Labor Day, it was President Ruto's turn to take a swipe at leaders he said were always seeking popularity instead of serving Kenyans. My question is, are you serving Kenyans before you say those who work under you are not serving Kenyans? Are you yourself doing the thing, or are you not? We are going to be listening to... Who are we listening to? I've forgotten. Listen to messages from this particular artist.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
Every bedtime is just the same. Brushing our teeth, falling asleep to our rain machine. silly bedtime, our childish games. Amber light fades, drifting away, but I can't follow to where you're going now. 'Cause I just love to watch you fall asleep in my arms. I just want to follow you into your dreams while you're in my arms. Every morning is just the same. Brushing our teeth, you then it's me and our rain machine. Last night I adventured to places unknown. Where did you go? Was it with me? I'm so clean and kind of curious. 'Cause I just love to watch you fall asleep in my arms. I just want to follow you into your dreams, so we're not apart. I just love to watch you fall asleep in my arms. I just hold you, keep you safe and at peace with my arms and my rain machine. And my rain machine. Up it up I do, my body roof, a spit a spatter, we're sleeping through. Up it up I do, my body roof, up it up I do, just me and you. Up it up I do, my body roof, up it up I do, we're sleeping through. Up it up I do, my body roof. Tender hands, tender hands. Why won't you let go? Of your tender heart, tender heart. Maybe you'll grow, you know. Count to 3. Take a step. Count to 3. Take a breath. His tender smile, his pretty wild. But sometimes I get unsure.
rose gold, her tender lies. Ooh, her tender lies. They burn off his skin, his fire. I see him think of her sometime. Still he counts 2, 3. He takes a step. Oh, it's a love unplanned. Oh, I try to breathe. Try to breathe. It's a blind romance, but I still take his hand. His tender hands are in God's tender hands. Maybe if I let go, then I'll grow.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
That was Njoki Karu with Tender, and before that you were listening to Rain Machine by Wanja wa Horo. That's it. Nilikuwa nimeshasahau. Anyway, nimefungua the wrong thing na uko. I want to highlight a dope woman doing some dope things right about now. I wanted to highlight a lady by the name Mishere Nyaga. Mishere is a photographer. I met her in photography school, by the way. We went to photography school together. That's how I met her. She does a lot of advocacy work for special needs kids, especially. So that's why I wanted to highlight her. She does wildlife photography. She loves books. And she's been advocating for parents who are raising special needs kids. She even was able to ask for a sit down with like the senator of Nairobi, just to see if there's a way that they would look into how special needs kids are taken care of and how our systems don't usually look after special needs kids. We usually don't have like teachers who take care of them and stuff like that. So I wanted to just put that out and shout her out for the work that she's doing. And I know she's doing this and it's helping a lot of parents who are raising kids who have special needs. Because some of these things, I don't think you ever think about them until you're in a position where you're like, oh, wow, I've actually never thought about this and I don't know how this works and how this is supposed to, work when you are dealing with someone who has special needs. So shout out to Mishere Nyaga for the amazing work that she is doing. And if you can support her, please support her. Her handle is Thundercat. That's Thunder KAAT. If you would want to follow her on Twitter, because she does do a lot of her work there. So thank you for the amazing work that you're doing, Mishere, and we hope to keep supporting you. These 2 songs are for you. Yay!
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
This is Hendrix Sam.
Hekima mdomoni mwake na uzuri wake wasambaza kote. Heshima kwake ni msingi, akiipeana apewa kwa wingi. Kusu kusu kusu, wivu na wivu, jamaa yake, mwendo wake. Kusu kusu kusu, wivu na wivu, jamaa yake. Manzi wa maana, ni manzi wa nguvu, manzi ambaye amwogopaye Mungu siku zake zote. Ni manzi wa nguvu, manzi ambaye amwogopaye Mungu siku zake zote.
drink grandma's porridge. Talk to my elder, listen while I speak knowledge. Next morning, be on my way to Nairobi. Do another song, big, now they all know me. And magazines can write all kinds of bullshit. But let me tell you this, SDL will always do this. Lift your hands, swing them around like $1,000,000. Make sure everybody here knows what's up. It's been a while now, finally I'm coming home. With the perfect beat, go ahead and shake it off.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
I love that song. I used to dance to that song. Nakumbuka when we used to listen to the beat. Kama haujui the beat ni nini, please don't ask me my age. Siwezi kusaidia. But I remember I used to watch this video on the beat and I used to vibe to this song. Nilikuwa like, who msichana sijui ni nani? Najua ni wa Maragwa. It's because that time mimi my shosho is from there. So I was just like, we are kinfolk. You know? Huyu ni wa kwetu. Nilimclaim by the way from day one. From day one. That was Take It Back by SDL. That's what we used to call her back in the day. Nowadays we call her Stella Mwangi. Alisema nataka kuitwa by her official names with Michelle. And before that, we're listening to the cover by Fee, Manziwa Maana, which was originally done by Henry Mutuko. If you don't know these songs from like back in the day, you missed out on amazing music. But at least tuko hapa tutakusaidia. You are hearing the songs now. When we come back for the second half of the show, we will be having a conversation about online dating and women's safety. Wacha tutaona penye itatufikisha. If you want to be a part of that conversation, you can check us out on social media at Pawa Radio. That is PAWA, Pawa Radio. And you can also use the hashtag #SheTalksOnPowerRadio. Kama kwa sababu leo ni hile siku ya Marination. Utaniona after kitu inaitwa OnlyFans. All right. Ukiona OnlyFans, I am just on the other edge of the end of that song. Atanikuwa tajaribu kumbuka venye naishanga but nimesahau. But yes, see you on the other side of OnlyFans.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
pressure, I tell you, it's you, baby, come to. Shut the door now, baby, come let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Missing you on a daily, sometimes it got me crazy, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't know what got me crazy, feel like I'm going crazy, yeah, 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 yeah. Feel the pressure, I tell you, come through, baby, come to. Feel the pressure, I tell you, it's you, baby, come to. Shut the door now, baby, come let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Like it when you go down on me, baby, you got me crazy, yeah, 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 yeah. Feel like you got me crazy, think of you on a daily, yeah, 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 yeah. Feel the pressure, I tell you, come through, baby, come to. Feel the pressure, I tell you, it's you, baby, come to. Shut the door now, baby, come let me kiss you all over, yeah. Shut the door now, you should know I'm the one in control, yeah, yeah. Shut the door now, baby, come let me give you some love, yeah. Shut the door now, shut the door now. Shut the door now, baby, come let me kiss you all over.
I'm falling, I'm falling. Sugar daddy, and the storyteller, yeah.
So fresh is on the beat.
Being a friend has never been good enough for me. That's not where I wanna be in your life, your life. Is there a day that I'll be good enough for you? Hiyo siku ikifika niambie. Oh, is this how it feels when you fall in love? Is this how it feels when you fall in love? If I had one wish tonight, I wish you feel the same. 'Cause I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling for you. Look at me falling, I'm falling, I'm falling for you. Oh Lord, falling. Oh baby, I'm falling. Pick up the phone, I'm calling. See the trouble you be causing. I'm at your door when I'm knocking. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you wanna be more than a friend? Baby girl, you know you be 10 over 10. I know you want me, let's not pretend. Just tomorrow isn't promised. Baby, let's be honest. Yeah. Baby, let me mend your broken heart. Baby, let me love you if tomorrow is the last day I get to see your face. What we gonna do, boo, 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 my boo, boo. 'Cause baby, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling for you. Look
kama nami huishingi hatungepatana. Ukinikata mara moja wezi nitamalaya. And you're telling everybody that this Gucci's on fire. OnlyFans, kwenye mefika na fungua OnlyFans. Kauna nipenda tuma fare in advance. Kwenye mefika no romance with no finance. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah, OnlyFans. Kwenye mefika na fungua OnlyFans. Kauna nipenda tuma fare in advance. Kwenye mefika no romance with no finance. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah.
Hello, ladies blowing up my phone. Aki bien, you are so bomb. Wakituma fare twakuja kwako. Oh yo, steady grinding all night long. Na sikuji kasi form ya door. Itabidi ukanje ndo tupige show. Ukisikia sauti solo jue ni kubaya. Hii muziki ya Kenya twaipeleka Ulaya. Na temperature inapanda warazi wanakwaya. Tutashinda magrami before tumeretire. Mise OnlyFans, pale imefika natambua OnlyFans. Kanika kitu umetumia OnlyFans. Pale imefika nafanyia OnlyFans. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah, OnlyFans. Pale imefika natambua OnlyFans. Kanika kitu umetumia OnlyFans. Pale imefika mutambua OnlyFans. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
That was The Only Rosa featuring BN with OnlyFans, which I think by now tunajua that is the soundtrack of my life. Venye hizi tax zinataka kutupeleka inaonekana ni kama itabidi. It looks like, mbeleni nilikuwa ninasema ni kama mchezo. Nilikuwa nasema ni kama, tulikuwa tuna jokes kidogo. But sasa saizi, hii finance bill ikipita, by the way, itabidi. Yes, inaonekana ni kama that will be the only option that I will have. Before that, we were listening to Falling by Nviri and Kidi. I love that song. It's one of the few songs napenda kuimba. Alafu, before that one, tulikuwa nasikiza Come To by Tabi, which is something I'm hoping to be saying to someone this weekend. Akukosangi, but the Wednesday ni marination. So tunazanga we plant the seeds early enough. Ndivo, as you're thinking about them, I am also thinking, dota nikituma haitakuwa ati, oh, this one just came out of the blue. Apana, haikuwa out of the blue. The hints were hinting. Sasa itatoka out of nowhere. Ulikuwa unajua wacha kujifanya. Anyway, in this second half of the show, we'll be having a conversation or a discussion. We'll be looking at online dating and the safety of women on these online apps. And nitakwambia mbona ninataka to discuss this vitu leo. But that's what we'll be talking about. I'm going to share a little bit about my non-existent experience on a dating app. At least I texted one person. Okay, technically they texted me and then I texted them back and then I was like, this is too much work. So we'll be talking about that. Mimi inaonekana at this point, but sijui mbona sijafungua OnlyFans kwa sababu inaonekana shida yangu ni kazi. My biggest problem is work. Sijui mbona si kwanza ikitu back when things were thinking a good one. Unajua venye people used to come and then they would share figures on how much money they were making on this OnlyFans things. Unaanza kufikiria. Actually, I remember, like, was it last weekend? No, the other weekend, where there's someone who asked if they could see my toes outside to make mkona audacity to make a to in the publics. In the publics, I just met you 3 seconds ago. Afuko like, hey, you have nice legs. Can I see your toes? Mimi wacha niwaambie hizi vitu mimi sijazoea. I am not used to these things. I don't know where to start. Afu unajua the fact is like, should I feel offended or flattered? I'm not sure the feelings I'm supposed to be feeling in this particular moment. So yeah, hang around. We'll be having that particular conversation. Before nianze kukurushia ma facts and figures, here is Energy, Polaris, Mayonde, and MDQ.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Maisha ina stress but sitachoka, manake mimi staya mimi nyota, Mungu peke ndio mimi nitaogopa. Get back 'cause unachoma choma choma choma, daily na meremeta, form yangu ni kutesa, usikol kama si pesa, bade najipeleka, inaselela dombola, Monday mana lose composure, we catch a flies, not feelings, leo tuna dance kwa ceiling. Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy, don't kill my vibe, don't miss my energy, let's say goodbye, just fly around with me, let's spend some time, just spend some time with me. Feeling important, feeling like something is coming all over me, feel like a soldier, feel like I'm going to war with the enemy. I've gotten older, I'm very comfortable with my identity, it's never over. I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm feeling hypnotized, I'm feeling like a child, I need to realize, I'm feeling so alive, I take off my disguise, and I get myself the prize, I don't mean to be shy, all I can do is try. Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy, don't kill my vibe, don't miss my energy, let's say goodbye, just fly around with me, let's spend some time, just spend some time with me. Some people search and seek until they find the light. Some people think that everything they think is right. Some people don't believe in peace, they want to fight. Some people not my type, some people not the vibe. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa, shida yetu yote tatuliwa, maisha yetu imebarikiwa. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa, shida yetu yote tatuliwa, maisha yetu imebarikiwa.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
In the words of a great philosopher, that's like every Kenyan artist ever. There's always an somewhere in their song. So today let's talk about online dating and safety. So we're talking, okay. The reason I wanted to have this conversation is the last couple of days, Bumble was doing this ad, and it was in regards to the fact that women are choosing celibacy over men. People will go on dates but still choose celibacy. And so they started this whole campaign that was just like telling women, it's like, you are making the wrong choice. Why the hell would you want to be celibate? Come to our apps. And also women are technically living dating apps. And there's someone who said something that made so much sense to me. And they said, when it comes to dating apps, the primary customer is a man. So the customer is considered to be the man. And then the woman is basically the product. And I was like, what? So it was like they are trying to cater to their clients. And their clients in this case are the men. And they're offering them the product, which in this case is a woman. And then women are being like, yeah, we don't want to be on these apps anymore. So they started a campaign that was very tone deaf. At least they issued an apology yesterday. But it was like very tone deaf ad campaign that was targeting women specifically, and it was targeting them for choosing not to be on the apps, for choosing celibacy, and also like I think sometimes there's people who think that being celibate automatically means you're not dating. You can be dating and still be celibate. Celibacy just says no to sex. But basically, they were saying things along the lines of like, if he takes you out for dinner, you should give him the coochie. And like, it's like, why would you say no? And it's like, actually don't. There was one that was like, oh, are you planning to just not do anything and become a nun? As in, it was really bad. Like the ads were really terrible. They did do a good PR message in their apology. Like the apology was well written because like, we recognize where we went wrong. We know this is what we said. We know that was tone deaf. We were trying to be funny. It didn't work. And we're not saying that we want women to be put in these positions. Like it was a proper apology. But point is, mulisha trauma picha to begin with. So women have been leaving dating apps, and I've spoken to a bunch of Nairobi women. By a bunch, I mean my friends. I've spoken to a bunch of, that's what I call my friends. They are a bunch. And we've had conversations about online dating. Personally, have I participated? Where? Let me tell you my story. All right. I wouldn't say I've participated. Did I try? Yes. So when I was freshly single, I am nimezeeka in my singlehood. Hence the freshly single. I've been single, it's like, you're single for too long. I don't know if you see those memes, they're hilarious, but they make sense. It's like when you've been single for too long, you exit one single era into another single era. So, hapo ndipo niko. But I remember like when I left a relationship, and then it had been a while, and my friend was like, you know what? You should try a dating app. And I was like, okay, so nikaekwa kwa moja. Nikaekwa kwa ya kwanza. Nilikalishwa chini mpaka we did the things. Nikachaguliwa mpaka photos. Let me tell you one thing about me. All my photos are going to look flat. Okay? Always. So we do the whole thing, set up an account. And then now my phone would not stop buzzing. It was actually very irritating because my phone, naturally, haikuangi na notifications. My notifications are usually off. Najipenda. So that's why my notifications are never on. For me, it would be easier. Oh, no, let me not tell you where to find me. Don't find me. So my notifications are not on. So now, first thing is, it's like too many notifications, like pa. A lot of people just, and then now the other thing, the annoying thing was this app was just like, you have people who are swiping on you. Pay this much money to see them. And I was like, why would I want to see them? So we sat down with my friend and we're going through some of these people. And I was just like, no, Dusties, ew, why? It was just bad. And then it was like, on the occasion, I think I only swiped, I don't remember which direction you swipe because, I'm not that invested. Whichever direction you swipe for, no, it was a lot of it. And then I think on the right, I don't think I even swiped on like 5 people. And I was like, this is too much work. How is this dating? And everything is based off of what does the person look like. That's the first instance, right? It's like, oh, what do they look like? And I remember like getting a notification that Siju, I have 1,500 whatever. And I was like, who's going through 1,500 hot notes? No, thank you. I don't even remember what those things were. Like that's how uninterested I was in this entire process. So what did I do? Actually, one person texted me and they said, hi, we matched. I think that's the term. It was a match. And they texted me, hi. And I said, hello back. And then, I don't know, they asked a question and I responded and they never asked me a question in return. So I was like, no thanks. And that's how I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be doing this. So instead of just not talking to that one person, I deleted the account and deleted the app off my phone. Then I was having a conversation with another friend. We'd gone for a play and we were having a conversation and she was telling me how she's having very interesting conversations with different people in the world on this particular dating app. She was like, oh, you should try this. And then I tell her my experience. She goes like, no, you should try this other one. It's really good. And I was like, okay. I did not finish the sign-up process because they were asking too many questions and I got tired midway. Okay. I was like, first you start with what's your age? Okay, cool. What's this? What's that? And then it gets to a point I'm just like, okay, guys, you're asking too many questions. And these people will just swipe on the fact that I look good. They will not read these things. And then now they'll come ask me the same questions. And then I'll be like, I've already answered these things. I don't even know what you're doing in my inbox. You and your 3 children. Sir, what are you doing here? So, like, I honestly just got tired. And that is my entire experience when it comes to online dating. However, if you think about it, online dating does go beyond the apps, the dating apps themselves, because we are on social media a lot. I personally, I am very out there on the socials. And there are people who slide into my DMs. Actually, if I'm being honest, my previous relationship kind of started in the DMs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that can also be considered online dating, right? Because you're meeting someone virtually first before you actually meet them in person, and all the things now start happening. So my experience, I would say more on like the traditional social media apps. I have talked to people. Some of these things don't go anywhere. Some do go somewhere. And then now we can come talk about the safety aspect, and I can tell you why I want to talk about safety when we come back. Let's listen to a throwback song. I know we've listened to an old school-ish song, but this is the actual throwback song for today's show.
Power Radio. Power Up.
They call me Chris to the cantata. That's why they call me. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. That's why they call me. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. Yo, they say it's hard to compose a rhyme. I say you out of your mind or you full of lies. Then again, you could be the slow kind. I don't see how lyrics don't hypnotize. Why lie? The season has transformed. You got reason to be bored, so now you want more? I'ma serve you flavor that you can't afford. The bill about to get placed on your tempo. So don't even try to resist. Look at yourself bumping to the beat. Get up and get down with a G twist. Forget the hater, cause the fool's not on the list. Dig this, we came and we took over. Got the keys to the ride and we're not sober. We made an oath that we ain't gonna ride for you. So now it's hip-hop, ride us to the border. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. That's why they call me. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. They're taking over my head, dog, they on a hustle. I'm taking over their bread, dog, I'm on a muscle. Try to be cool, but I gotta mumble. Better yet, after that, there's a big tussle. Quit them tears, boy. Dry your eyes, see the G going cheers, boy. Don't be mad, cause I say that you weird, boy. You kinda scared, so I see that fear, boy. Meditating on a cute shorty. Lean body, mean thighs like the chick bought it. I said real tight like they all assorted. If she arrested my ass, then she got a warrant. I'm a legend in the living, and that's that. I grab objects of vices you can't touch. Read all comprehension is too much. I know where's these words that bring the rap. Let's go. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. Glad that you stopped by. Who are you? What's your business? Bye-bye. I hate people that think that I'm on a rise. Yet and still, I'm the steel that will not fly. Ask why? I got this even better. On this planet, I teach you before the chatter. What I compose gets better by the day's weather. That's why they call me Chris to the cantata. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. Huni nani G, huni kantai hajali G, huni mtu mkali G, tuliza moto kufani G. Yo. That's why they call me. They call me Chris to the cantata.
wale unisikiza,
Sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza, wale unisikia,
sikia,
wale unisikiza,
sikia.
wale unisikia. Isiyo kismat, mi niko grind wakidoz. Pia naomba so pia usimain nikiflows. Ni shukrani narudisha kwa Wanjiko Kimani. Simgemjua pia nyi mgempea shukrani. Kwa pilka niko, jukuna mali mina dai kufika. Na focus kwa compass ukiona nimeficha. Sio na macho pekee unaweza ona visions. Officials pekee wananijua initials. Get rich or die poor. Niko na phobia kurudi mali nilikuwa. Niku lonely at the top ni sawa inakubalika. Jukule down inakuanga was mara tisa. Kuna wale unisikiza, kuna wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza, wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose, no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho, bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo, bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza,
Sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia. Unapanda mahindi, mi napanda maembe. Vile get ndio tofauti yangu na wewe. Kandula ikutoshi mwenyewe mpatie itamtosha. Kudhanusha nisoma page 2 ndio makosa. Ni sawa tuko equal lakini ujue yonoma equal. Na hivyo ndio itabaki nitakuwa mpaka kifo. Mungu amenipa kakupa ndo bado anaweza kunyang'anya sare pupa. Nadai ku-attain nashindwa ku-maintain. Hii pleasure champagne ni pressure na pain. Kigundua ni mlima ndo mna complain. Fortune si promise you me wife. Nadai ku-attain nashindwa ku-maintain. Hii pleasure champagne ni pressure na pain. Kigundua ni mlima ndo mna complain. Fortune si promise you me wife. Kuna wale unisikiza, kuna wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza, wale unisikia. Kudedi bila purpose no kitumia ufea. Nikiamka kesho bado nakimbia. Na nikilala leo bado pesa naingia. Wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia, wale unisikiza,
sikia,
wale unisikia. Kwa upepo nyuma yangu na sio mate kwa uso. Love no vaccine na ugonjwa ni very crucial. Seda wacha muendelee, si wote tuko na choices. Sikiza the main take kwa roho, chorea the voices. Kijua kile najua utawacha kufananisha mwezi na jua. Kuna vile utakuwa usipokuwa. Wisdom na favor ndo kitumia uomba. Sayadua. Sikia.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio. Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
You were listening. Our throwback song was Kantai with Honi Nani G. Yeah, I think I'm a G. But he wasn't talking about me. Back then I was a child. Okay, so it don't matter. And then we're listening to Femi 1 with Skier. We are having a conversation around online dating and safety. I remember there's this time we had gone for one of my bestie's birthday, and then there was like one of the other girlies there. And actually, yes. And then we've done our thing, we've shared her head, and then she was like, she got a match somewhere, and she's like, hey, me, I'm going. It was a DTF type of nini. If you don't know what DTF is, it's okay. You are too need for this one. But it was like that kind of match. I don't know if they had been talking or not. And then she goes like, oh, so there's this guy, and I'm going to meet him. And literally, we made this woman call us. It was after midnight. We were all drunk, but we were like, you get there, you have to call us and let us know you're there. If the vibe is off, you leave immediately. Tell us. And then she had to send us her live location on her way there. So as in, there was a lot, right? And there's also been stories where you've seen girls meeting with people, even globally, not just in Kenya, where they meet someone on an online dating app because it's someone you've never met before. They've been talking for a while, and then you hear stories of they went on a date and then they never came back, and then their body was found somewhere. So that's the reason why I wanted us to have a conversation around the safety aspect of online dating, because mi wacha nikwambie kama mimi nimewambia niko na trust issues. I have trust issues with a lot of things. Sio politicians peke yake, by the way. Not just the politicians on the weather. I have trust issues with a lot of people. I have trust issues with men, especially strange men. Men I've never interacted with. Mimi wacha nikwambie. I think the reason online dating doesn't work for me, it's because we're starting at negatives. We're not even starting at zero. We're starting at a negative, and you have to build up. And even then, I'm still not trusting you. Like, hey, mi naogopa. And it comes from the stories that we hear, right? You hear of all these different stories. And the worst part is that sometimes you go, I've seen a friend of mine who has posted on multiple times where his photo has been used as an online dating profile, but it's not his profile, because even the names and everything, like, it's like this person looked for random photos akapata akasema huyu ndo nina stick na yeye. Me, by the way, I am team, if you want a catfish, do your thing, man. Do it. Like, if Neo I've seen a tweet that said online dating is like ordering food online. It looks great in the pictures, but what shows up at your door can sometimes be a surprise. So if you wanna, me I'm team, like, if you wanna use my photos, hata nipigie simu, ukitisha ile unaambia, write this on a paper, find me, DM me. Now those are the kinds of DMs. I will participate in shenanigans, by the way. But usiende kuwawa juu yangu. But I will take a photo with the newspaper to prove that it is me you're talking to, and I'll send it to you and you'll send it to them. I will participate in your shenanigans. Keep winning. The problem with also online catfishing, though, is the fact that nowadays a lot of profiles that pretend, there's a lot of profiles that pretend to be women but are run by men. And then once in a while they'll just betray themselves. Wanasahau wingi, mtu anakuja anasema kitu, anasahau anafanya in the wrong account, and you're like, we knew it. So there's like a lot of catfishing that happens online. So one of the reasons even me, I'm very skeptical about online dating is because of that. There's a lot of catfishing. Secondly, I don't know, saizi hata tumefika fifthly, sijui tumefika level gani. I've been stalked before, and now for me, that is another layer that scares me. There's this person who used to stalk me. I still have no idea what they look like. This person had gotten to the point where they'd be around spaces that I was in, and then they'd start sending me photos, they'd start sending me messages about how I was dressed. And that, kacha nikwambia kuna kitu scary niyo, kwa sababu every person you look at is a suspect. Anyone looks in your direction like suspect number 1, suspect number 2, because you don't know who it is. And it was very scary because what would happen is I would block their number, and then they just get another number and just start. And they weren't hiding that it's them. They literally register that number the same way. The WhatsApp would have the same exact username. I remember it used to start with a B, and then it was, sometimes now they write it backwards, write it upside down. They like do fancy things with it, but it was always the same exact name. It's like they really wanted me to know that it was them. And it figured at a point where I kind of just got tired of blocking numbers, and I said, you know what? Wacha apige, akipiga najua ni yeye. Akituma message najua ni yeye. Because now, the other times it was like, randomly it's another number. And it was bad because at one point, I think this person sort of followed me home, because I think they lost me after nimeshuka mat, and they sent me a text, and that's how I knew, okay, this is becoming a little crazy. So because of that, I am also very skeptical and scared of like the online dating thing, because I don't know who I'm talking to on the other side. Because if I've never met you, mimi ni walewa, by the way, me I'm old school. I keep telling people I'm traditional. Well, I tell my friends, I shout it at the rooftops. I'm traditional. Me, I want to meet someone the traditional way. Yeah, like bump into me somewhere and then ask for my number. I might not give it to you. Like, and also I'll look at you and wonder, why the hell is this man talking to me in the supermarket? Why are you talking? Don't talk to me. There's no saving me. That's my problem. There's no saving me. I stay in my house mostly. I was asked 2 weeks ago multiple times in the same night. I was asked why I was single. And I kept saying it's because I don't leave my house. And they didn't understand how that was the reason. I was like, I literally don't go where people are. That's the problem. Like, for me to get into the dating scene, I'd actually have to meet people. But I'm always in my house. Okay, other than now that I'm always in Nairobi, which is a lot. It's too much. And even then, I'll always have my headphones on. I don't want you to talk to me. But yeah, Najwa, there's a time my friend was like, oh, God would have to bring someone to your door. And I'm like, the point is I'd have to open. What are the chances that I'm actually going to open the door if they just knock? I'll probably be like, if I stay silent enough, they'll go away. That's always my vibe. So maybe online dating would actually be the way for me to go. But then I'm too skeptical about things. I'm just like, sijui. And then these days is that whole idea that like when you're constantly texting people, you kind of develop a false sense of intimacy that's not genuinely there. So there's kuna too many things. Na niliambia siku hizi dating iko na rules nyingi. Sasa my problem is there's work that goes into being actively dating, and whenever I hear work, I just go like, I can't just sleep. Sasa pondo shida inaingililianga. We've had stories about girls who are meeting guys, and then now the problem is you don't even know if they've met that person. So now catfishing in this instance becomes like very scary, because we can have like, of course, inatumangwa kwa group chat, mnatumiwa picha, mnaambiwa this is their name, anakaa hivi, tunamita hapa. But now the thing is, when you meet them, we don't know if that's the person you're actually meeting. Because if it's a catfish account, as the photo we have and the person you're meeting are two different people. So me, first of all, I wonder how women actually stay safe when they are doing the online thing. Like, are there, because maybe I know there's things that I do to protect myself generally online, but I'm wondering, are there extra layers that women have to put up to make sure that they are staying safe, especially if you're doing the online dating thing? Because for me, my friends will go outside, we'll be outsiding, doing the shenanigans, and then when it's time to go home, we do that thing. Me, paka, like, I usually stand in front of the cab and take a photo, making sure that the cab driver sees me. Ndio ukijaribu vitu na uko ujue niko na picha yako, ya gari yako, and all the things, we will find you. Because those are the measures at which the measures in which we actually have to go for our own safety, right? And girls know this. I will send someone my live location. Most of the times, like if I was out with my friends, with my dude friends, I send them my live location, and then when I get home, the first thing I have to do is I tell them I'm home. And then also when random things are happening in the cab, I will have my voice note on and I will be recording things, and I send them to people. You send them to people you like, because at least they'll open them in the morning. Or people you're constantly talking to. Someone somewhere has to be constantly aware of what's happening, especially when you're alone as a woman. So now I'm like, this is online. I think that's why I wouldn't survive. Now that's like extra work that I have to do for my own safety. Yo, it's insane that we actually have to do these things. It's very, very insane if you think about it. I thought we were about to play. I'm glad this is not the song we're about to play. Let's listen to Sarah. Sarah Mitaru teaming up with Johnny Drill all the way from Nigeria. This song is called Kele.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Fine boy with a dark skin, bad man, you a strong thing. The way you hold your gaze from across the room. Your papa must be king, oh, and your mama must be queen, eh? Cause you're royalty, and you made me crazy. Drip like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. East African girl, Nigerian man, you driving me crazy. Drip like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. East African girl, Nigerian man, you made me be your. I wanna be your. Oh baby, baby, I wanna be your.
Fine girl from East Africa, original from the motherland. When you look at me, I see a destiny. You've been born from the sea, oh, and your skin is a Sunday. With your beauty, yeah, you drive me crazy. Drip like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. Nigerian man, East African girl, would you be mine? Drip like sugar, smell like honey, taste like butter. Nigerian man, East African girl, could you be my gilly, gilly, gilly? Could you be my gilly, gilly, gilly? Could you be my gilly, 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 gilly? Could you be my gilly, gilly?
your kind of music all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio. Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
You are listening to She Talks on Power Radio. My name is Muthoni Gitau, and we are talking about online dating and safety for women when it comes to online dating. We've had stories, I don't know, by the time the End Femicide March was starting in January, there were stories about young girls who were meeting guys in the Airbnbs, and then they were ending up dead. And I remember like the conversation around that was, oh, stop meeting people in whatever. But then the same people were saying we embrace the new age technology and other stories. Pick a lane, decide, make a choice. You can't be, oh, guys, you will not engage with us in dating apps anymore. And then at the same time, you're like, stop meeting people. I'm like, which one is which? So for me, my biggest fear, honestly, when it comes to meeting people that you've only met via an app, I don't know. If you've ever watched the show Catfish, I am someone who's watched Catfish for years. They usually have certain rules to, like, you have to have a checkbox. And then if you don't mark these particular things, it's like it's probably a catfish. And I think that's the checkbox that I use when I talk to people before you meet someone in person. So they usually encourage things like if you are texting, because first of all, when I used to watch that show, I never used to understand how someone can be in a relationship with someone for 2-3 years that you've never met. You send these people money, you do what? You do all these things. You've never met, you've never seen them on camera. Because me, first of all, the way I am structured, the way I am built, Mimi, as Muthoni, I can't even survive a long-distance relationship. Tuanzie tu hapo. Hata out of town, ati county 1 versus county 2. Hiyo itakuwa shida. Maybe I want to be with you there, where you are. So that's how I know. One, I would not qualify to be catfished like that. Because me first, I have to see you. Because also I have this thing with energies where I actually have to feel someone's energy. And sometimes you can't feel that over the phone. I have to feel your energy in person, okay? I trust my gut, and my gut works one-on-one. It doesn't work. Saa zingine imeniangusha. No, actually, no. They were decent people. They had bad behavior. You can be a decent person, but then you also have terrible manners, okay? So my gut was still fine. Okay, back to this thing. So it was like you find someone that has been talking to a person for 2 years over text and text only. And then the most you'll do is like a phone call, and then they do like long calls and stuff. And then you're like, and that again, it goes back to that thing, the false sense of intimacy, because you build this person up in your head, and they turn out to not be that person. So from watching Catfish, I learned those things. It's like you have to have gotten on a video call with this person. If they're far, if you've not met them, at least have a video call. If you're meeting people, you meet them in public. Don't meet people in private. Meet them somewhere public. If you can, okay, Nairobi nasikianga kuna shida yenye watu wanakuja, unaitwa date, unaenda with your 16 friends. Let's not do that. But you can have your friends know where you're going, as long as it's a public place. Make sure it's a public place. Like the importance of it being a public place. Yes, we know sometimes things do happen to people in public spaces, and people will just watch and do absolutely nothing. But you see, chances of something happening in public like that being shared, someone, because these days kila mtu akonga kwa simu. Someone will see something, they might not help, because nowadays as human beings, I don't know, something is loose somewhere. We never think to help out a situation. We think, oh, let me record this. So maybe the recording can go online, and I'll be like, oh shit, that's my friend. She was going on a date. What's happening? And then we'll find you. We'll be like, the last time, alikuwa na meet you. And then also that thing of also maybe sharing or making sure that one other person knows exactly who this person is. That's why I am big on, we need to have some sort of mutuals. Again, back to being traditional. Like when someone introduces you to someone and that person does something, I can go back to the person who introduced me to them and be like, WTF? Why would you do that? Right? So at least there's a mutual somewhere in there. So when it comes to these things, you have to actually take care of yourself first before. I know, like, you can be excited. You'll be like, I've been texting this person for the last month. We've been talking. He's fun, or this or that. And then you're excited to actually meet them. Make sure you actually have people who know where you're going, what time, who this person is. Make sure you've confirmed that the person you're meeting is the person you're meeting. I saw a video on TikTok where there was this girl who matched with someone on a dating app. And in the app, she had like the long hair and the weaves and the makeup was to the bit was to the gouds, okay? And then when it was time to shop for the date, it was the same person, but she was like in her PJs, her hair was undone. She was looking madogodanyo in all types of ways. And when she went on this date, this guy was just like, oh, wow, like, you're not the person I met. You are not that person. So anyway, sometimes makeup can lie to people. It can. But hata wewe ulikuwa unafikiria kona macho eyelids za blue. Even you thought. Anyway, back to the safety aspect. Making sure that you communicate with other people outside the person you're meeting with, so that because the saddest part is sometimes someone goes to meet someone, right? You disappear, and then no one knows you were even talking to that person to begin with. We didn't even know you were inside those apps. We didn't know who you were talking to, and then now suddenly we are starting from scratch. We live in a society where we are at risk everywhere we are, especially as women. It doesn't matter. You literally could be walking in town in a crowd. And I say this because someone has assaulted me in the CBD and literally people watched and no one did anything. And then when I made it very clear that by the way tutapigana kwa hii barabara, he started verbally assaulting me and followed me until I got into a mat. And then verbally assaulted me and the women who were in the matatu. Like, it was insane. People will not do shit. So, unfortunately, in the words of a drunk president we once had, usalama unaanza na wewe. It sucks to hear it, but you have to protect yourself first before you are protected by other people, because it's not a guarantee that those around you are actually going to protect you. So make sure, you do the things, the checklist, the whatever's before you meet people. Do all the da-da-da-das. Because as it is, the online apps are here. The social media, the internet, all these things, they're here. And people will use them. Sometimes, even if you think about it, like with your friends, how often do you hang out with them? But you still know all the things that happen in their lives because social media, right? It's like we constantly keep in touch through checking what other people are doing through socials and stuff. Na kitambo ilikuanga, nini ndo nusu ya kuonana? Ilikuanga barua. Like back in the day, there was like a saying, God, my umedhali, my uhenga is failing me, but it's fine. But there was like that thing. But nowadays, it's like basically social media ni nusu ya kuonana. We are up to date with what people are doing because we keep seeing the stuff online that we forget we've actually not seen that person in months or even years sometimes. So just because we are nini doesn't mean we know all the things. And sharing that information with the people that matter is very important for your own safety. So if you are seeing somebody out here, this is for the ladies. If you are seeing someone, make sure there's at least one other person who knows about their existence. At least, if anything happens. Because these things, it's never a guarantee. You never know. There's something that someone said the other day. They said, be careful about how men treat the people around you. Sometimes you've just not angered them enough to get that same kind of treatment. So it's like, it's never a guarantee. Just like, someone is nice for you. They're always nice. Sometimes these people are putting on a show. Wacha nikwambia watu ni ma-actors huku nje. People are actors. Haibo. I will not even lie to you. People can act. This song is for lovers only. It's actually called Lovers Only by Tetu Shani.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
I wish that someone told me caution is a virtue, people can hurt you badly. I wish that someone told me patience is a virtue, good things all happen slowly.
Wish that someone told me, protect your heart, you're smart if you keep it healthy. Heart disease will eat at your trust and keep you from loving with ease. Hey, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Oh yeah, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away. This kind of loving is for lovers only. I wish that someone told me, don't waste your time talking so negatively. Wish that someone told me, save a little hope, it's over before you know it. Wish that someone told me, real love is real, I found her all of a sudden. She's beautiful. I love her, not a fighter, I'll never let her go. Yeah, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Oh yeah, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away. This kind of loving is for lovers only. We be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away. This kind of loving is for lovers only. Oh yeah, we be kissing all day, chasing all the pain away. This kind of loving is for lovers only.
It's for lovers only.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
That was Tetu Shani with Lovers Only. Mi wacha niwaambie, hata nikisema hizi vitu zote, go forth and fall in love. Okay? Musinisikiza mimi, by the way. Mimi niliwaambia mimi ni lover girl. I'm not joking when I say that. It's a truth. It's not a lie. Go forth and fall in love. Falling in love is fun. Nimeulizwa for who? For whoever is in love. When things are good, they are good. So yeah, all said and done, if you feel like, because there's people who've also met like their partners on dating apps, online dating and all the jazz. There's ones who meet and things work out very well. There's ones who meet and things don't work out. The thing is, life haina formula. Okay? Utapata mtu wako kwenye utampata. It's about how you guys gel and the things that you do and the other things. Those are the things that actually make relationships. So I don't think sometimes it's about how you meet. I think it's just who you are as a people and the things that you do and all the things. I would make a terrible relationship advice giver, because what are the things? If we're being honest, what are they? But it's how you show up. So I'd say show up as yourself and trust that there's someone out there who wants to be with you for you, just because you are you. You know, hakuna mtu mwingine kawe uko nje. So I just say, yeah, stay safe out there, do the thing, fall in love, guys, fall in love. Don't follow my example. Don't follow me, I just go get another cat. Don't follow my example. It's like, do as I say, not as I do, okay? I'd just say, stay safe. It's important to stay safe. Do all the things. Do your due diligence. Sometimes I know doing your due diligence sometimes doesn't necessarily mean that bad things would happen. Sometimes bad things just happen. Life uko hivyo sometimes. All the times, let's be honest. And whatever you do, remember to blame Ruto. When things are bad. Anyway, saisi by the way, tunakapitia as a nation. So go fall in love. That's the best option. At least you'll have one thing going for you. Utakuwa na kaivi. Unalipa tax of unasema, but at least kuna mtu ananipenda. Must be nice. Thank you for spending your time with us today. See you back here on Friday. Friday nimeshawawon. Ninaenda sherehe. So tunaanzia hapa. Tutakuja kupregame. Alafu niende zangu. I'll see you back here on Friday at 11 a.m. Remember, our show airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. My name has been and will always be Muthoni Gitau. I will see you back here on Friday. But for now, let's listen to a love song over here because I love a girl. Here is Pencil featuring Zanyama Nase with Cheesy. Find someone who is as crazy as you are and loves the same things that you do. That's basically the gist of the song.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
I've been faded, I've been naked, in different places, many faces, X-rated, yeah. I've been patient, I've been waiting. No other one that's come around can do the things you do. Who keep come around, we smoke a lot, Canadian pot, G's and bomb, catch a wine, dance along, bounce along, baby, bounce along. Wine and dine, made your mind, it's a clear sign that no other one that's come around can do the things you do. Nobody else can match my energy. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. We up all night and still we tryna be busy on the AM. Cheesy come my cheesy come my oh yeah. Cheesy come my
I've been faded, serenaded, celebrated. Ooh, very patient. See, I'm not so complicated. Kakwama on my mind, your toes are juicy, align. Moyo kapiga sign, kisha underline. Only free because you let me be. That's the love I want for me. Long time was so baridi. Can't deny the chemistry. Kakwama on my mind, tuka align, tuka piga sign.
Nobody else can match my energy. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my yeah. We up all night and still we tryna be busy on the AM. Cheesy come my yeah. Cheesy come my cheesy come my
Power Radio.